These are the Memecoin filters that work in 2025, and I'll also show you how you can tailor them to your own trading strategy. The platform you are going to be using today is called Nova, and if you don't have access to it, as always, you can find the link in the description down below. However, the principles that I'm about to show you today are going to work for every other platform. So it doesn't matter if you use Nova, you can use GMGN or Axiom, those filters are going to work. So without further ado, let's just jump to new creations. Those are the brand new launches on Blofin, Bong.fan and other launchpads. And the thing with the new creation is that I personally do not like trading them. Obviously, here you can find the best entries or whatever. However, trading the new creations, at least in today's market, is very difficult. But I will show you the filters nonetheless. So first we need to figure out which DEX are we going to use. And I always base my decisions on the data. So I'm using Dune dashboard to see what kind of platforms are actually performing quite well right now. It's not a surprise that Blofin, as pretty much always, has the majority of the market share. And the same thing is with the graduated tokens. 96 graduated on Blofin and only 6 on Bong.fan. And the problem being is that there's a lot of coins launching every single day, but right now you should still focus on only 2 launchpads, just Blofin and Bong.fan. So you can unselect all and just select these 2. And the next thing that you should check for the filters is the token age. It should be around 3 minutes max. However, on Nova, this option isn't yet available. It's going to be added very soon. However, it's not a problem right now because every single time at the top of the page is going to be the new freshly created token. And to be honest, for the long time, I was running the proper filters with market cap and volume, but I noticed that I'm missing out on a lot of coins. I see wallets that I'm tracking, they already bought in. However, I cannot even see the coin, and this is the reason. They don't apply any filters at all. Maybe they are just looking at the token age, but as I said, it's not that important. So once again, if you want to get the best entry, just do not run any other filters apart from the token age. And the other thing that you can do with the filtering of the new creations is just searching for a keyword. For example, you found something in the Twitter tracker, which is going to be added to Nova very soon. And you just got a keyword that, I don't know, Donald Trump posted something. So you just type in the keyword and you will see all the tokens with the Trump in it. So this is basically the only filtering that I would do for new creations. Make sure to use smaller portion of your capital because those meme coins are very risky. However, let's just go straight to about to graduate section because right here you can make nice amount of profit if you set up your filters properly. So first thing, once again, we need to figure out the DEXs that we want to use. For now, let's just use Blofin and Bong.fan. You can always use different ones, just always keep the dynamic bonding curve because it's notorious for launching scams. And here are the filters that I'm running right now. Market cap around $8,000 is okay. Maybe you can bump it up to 10K depending on the volume and the region of the world you are currently in, and I will show you why in just a second. Volume right here, specify that it's on the hourly, and hourly volume should be around 10 to 12K, once again, depending on the location you are in. And the next important thing is the total fees paid in Solana, because if you are looking at the meme coin and it's completely bundled launch, those platforms that allow you to bundle the tokens do not pay many fees in Solana. However, regular traders who are just using trading bots like Nova or Axiom are actually paying the fees. So if you have organic volume and organic traders in the token, you have to use this parameter to filter out the tokens that do not have any real traders in it. And you just click apply. And now most of the tokens right here aren't just an obvious scams. And if your trading bot allows you to put in the token age, I would aim in around 8 to 20 minutes. Once again, it all depends where you are currently in the world. And this is important because not in every time zone you'll have a lot of volume. For example, when there is Asian market open, or how people in the trenches call it Asian hours, the volume is relatively low in comparison to US hours when the US market is open and obviously the traders are awake so they can gamble on the meme coins. I'm currently in Europe, it's around 5 p.m. So now I know that the traders in the United States are waking up, so I can expect more volume in the trenches. However, when it's night for me, I know there's Asian hours, there's not that much volume, so I'm not really missing out a lot by living in Europe. However, it all depends where you are currently in the world, and when you have time to trade meme coins, you need to figure out in what type of market are you going to trade. If you are trading during the US hours, you should actually use the higher range for the filters to actually filter out most of the garbage. However, if the volume is low, you cannot see any coins in your graduated section, just lower your settings slightly, because it's very likely that you are trading in the Asian hours, which once again don't have that much volume. And now let's just hop to graduated section, where personally I think there's the highest chance that you can actually make money trading meme coins, and the filters are as follows. Once again, unselect everything, let's just stick with pump.fun and bonk.fun, and for the filters with market cap, I would go with minimum of 40,000, and next volume period on 1 hour, I want to see minimum 30,000. And next, the most important thing is total fees paid in Solana. With this market cap and the trading volume in the last hour, it should be at least 2 Solana. Anything below it potentially shows you that there is a scam. And I personally do not mess with the holder count, regular traders, or any other metrics like snipers, insiders, etc., because I can see it clearly while researching the coin, and I know that the coins that are going to run are usually bundled. Unfortunately, this is the risk that you have to take, that the coin is bundled, because if you have only organic traders, it's very hard for the token to run, because everybody is taking profits very quickly. If a bigger wallet sells at once, it can completely crash the chart, so I don't even bother putting filters for the bundles or dev holding and stuff like that. I just basically use the market cap, volume, and total fees paid. You just click apply, and right here the tokens are more legit. And as you can see, only one token actually matches my filter. With about to graduate, we only have 2 tokens, but this is necessary to filter out the complete garbage tokens that are popping up left and right. But the problem is that even with the best filters, you will never catch every single runner. However, there is a way to spot tokens before they pump. So if you want to know which tool I'm personally using to catch the next major runner, make sure to watch this video.